The state of Pakistan, including its military, we abhor these non-state actors and terrorists. I am telling you that is it not enough that we are doing 190 intelligence-based operations on a daily basis on all types of terrorists,
Well,
all
but
hues and cries,
maybe on some groups more than others.
because it is as per the threat. If Jitna al-Khwarij, if 2 days before, if in Bannu they attack a federal constabulary post and they kill and the 6 are shaheed. So that is the clear and present threat. Any country, your Bundeswehr will also, or your army or your Nachrichtendienst will also be focusing more on that, which is a very clear threat, because that's what the public will demand. So if the Fitna al-Hindustan on daily basis is stopping the buses, taking out the Indian citizens and slaughtering them, so why should we not be more worried about them? So that is in proportion to the threat that they are posing. But we don't distinguish between any sort of terrorist groups in any non-state actors. I think if you see, the Pakistan has banned these. They are not allowed to operate over here. So that is the government policy. Anything which is a defunct, which is a non-state, and we say very clearly, and that's our belief system, that there is no space for any Jaish, any private army or militia in the country. We don't believe that any person or any political leader has the capacity, has the authority to declare jihad by himself.
Those two visits of the Field Marshal to the US, how important were they, or in how far did they help warming the relations to the US?
USA played a very constructive role in the Mark-e-Haq between Pakistan and India. And we consider that the President Trump showed path-breaking strategic leadership here. That is a very significant role that he played. Secondly is that Pakistan and USA have a long-standing relationship. And over a period of time, I think we have been able to enhance or amplify on our convergences and deftly manage the divergences. There are areas where a lot can be done. There are areas where a lot of engagement can be done. There are areas where a lot of discussion can be done. And Pakistan views the relationship with USA as very important. We don't think that these relationships have anything to do, or there is a either or with the other countries. So we at the same time have
China.
very constructive and a strategic relationship with China and other countries. So there is no either or. And if you see, there is a scope in it is not only in the mill-to-mill diplomacy or the way where we are engaging. A lot of scope in the counterterrorism, and we really acknowledge the recent declaration of the Majid Brigade by the United States as a terrorist organization. Intelligence sharing.
Pakistan has voiced some concern about some of the weapon systems that the US left when they left Afghanistan. What's the way out, and what are the weapon systems that you are specifically concerned about?
The first, like you asked, that what are those weapons?
Yes.
So this is with evidence. So this is with Miawali Air Base was attacked on 4th November 2003. These are the terrorists killed, and these are the weapons recovered. And each weapon, this is M4, this is M16, these are all US made. We share all this data with the Americans. They do have that. Now this is after Indian Pahalgam. So this is 71 people were taken out in one go at one night. So these are those weapons. Amount that the weapons they have left is huge, and this is given in, I think, a SIGAR report. And this is itself the SIGAR report, which says that after withdrawal of the United States and NATO forces, more than $7.2 billion worth of US equipment has been left. It is 4,27,300 small weapons, part of which you are seeing here. 17,400 NVDs, again they are using that, and because of that the night capability of these terrorists has increased a lot, which is a real problem. There are more than 22,000 vehicles, 167 aircrafts and helicopters. Terrorists have no religion. So a terrorist who right now is in Fitna al-Khwarij, tomorrow for $100 per month more, he will be ready to fight anywhere else. Important is that that now I think there is a realization in all over the world that these non-state actors which are operating inside Afghanistan, they are not only a threat to Pakistan, they are a threat now to the region and to the world at large.
We would like to know more as journalists about the thinking of the Army Chief of Staff about India and his ideas about, how to solve this problem.
India externalizes its internal problems and internalizes its external problems. So this is a very dangerous thing. They have an internal problem, which is the oppression of the minorities, especially the Muslims. And there is a lot of empirical evidence that an objective person can see. If you see Kashmir, a small place, there are 1 million strong security forces, intelligence people in Kashmir. You put that many people in any part of Germany also, the people will rise. And this is there for decades. Any house, any day can be searched any time. Houses are bulldozed on small reports. So they have that internal issue. And you blatantly and blanketly say that all of this is being, Pakistan is sponsoring this terrorism. So you have an internal problem that you are externalizing it. You say that any terrorist act that happens in India, and we will go for Sindoor 2.0. So you are giving a blank check to all your police departments, intelligence agencies, we know what to do. And then you have an external problem like Kashmir. It's an internationally recognized dispute. It is on the UNSC resolution, who have asked, and we abide by it and we advocate that let there be a plebiscite, let the people of the both sides of Kashmir decide that what side they want, as per the agreement that was made in the United Nations. And you say, no, it's a bilateral issue and it's an internal issue. No, it's not an internal issue. Now, couple with it, the rising extremism and Hindutvaization of the Indian society and polity. They have Hindutvaized their military. Where was the Indian army chief immediately after Marke-Haq? He was going to some shrines and putting on saffrons and asking for blessings of the goddess that for the Sindoor too. So
well, I guess your chief of army staff also went and prayed, right?
We pray, all of us pray 5 times a day. But we don't go and we don't dramatize it.
I want to ask a last question about Balochistan. Do you feel that the grievances that do exist are properly addressed?
Balochistan is 44% of Pakistan. It's a very large area. Pakistan, if population is 250 million, the population of Balochistan is 115 million. So let's talk in facts. Out of those 15 million, as per the last census, I can say that about 30 to 40%, maybe 40%, maybe one sound gets 30%, but I don't have the exact figures. They don't live inside Balochistan. Because once the census happens...
They don't live where?
Inside Balochistan. Because when census happens, if I am a Baloch and I'm living in Islamabad, I'll get myself counted as Baloch in Balochistan. Because that is my permanent address, this is my temporary address. So about 10 million people actually live in whole of Balochistan, so in 44% of Pakistan. Out of these 10 million, more than 30%, right, I think about 34% are not Baloch, they are Pakhtun. About 30% are Brahui. And then there are settlers, there are Hazaras. So first see that how many Baloch are we talking about. Then more Baloch live in southern Punjab, who are ethnic Baloch, and in northern Sindh. Balochistan is part of Pakistan, will always remain part of Pakistan. It is very integrated with Pakistan. If you talk about missing person, okay. There are people who say that they are missing persons, okay. There are people who are part of this BLA, this Fitna in Hindustan. They give me the list of those people. They are all the missing. They take their posters. We kill these terrorists and we say, okay, this is the same man that was in the missing person list. Why was he missing? He was in Afghanistan. He was somewhere in India, somewhere getting training. Where was he? So the government what did was, instead of talking in this rhetoric, they did in 2013 or 12, what they did is they made a commission on enforced disappearances. And they made a Supreme Court justice and they independent of all the administration. It has got provincial commissions, it has got a district level commission. And the first thing that they asked is, okay, if they are missing, that person must be having a name, a father name, a CNIC card, a place of address. That's why he's missing. So the people who are saying there are tens of thousands of missing, we said, okay, if there are 50,000 missing, bring those missing in front of us. Half of these missing persons are those who are part of the BLA, who are terrorists, and this keeps on happening. So the Commission of Inquiry since 2011 has reviewed 10,405 missing person cases with 8,144 resolved. 2,261 still are under investigation. Between 2005 to 22, the charitable organizations in Karachi only have recovered 35,980 unclaimed dead bodies. So that figure also is counted. And there are currently 28,000 Pakistanis who are confined in foreign jails also, as per the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, missing persons out of this in Balochistan, if you see the total cases that were brought in case of Balochistan in front of the Commission were 2,911, out of which 2,459 have been resolved and tracked. So the only balance is 452 persons. So more missing persons are there in Punjab and Sindh, being larger provinces. There are more cases were reported from there. Between 2005 to 22, the charitable organizations in Karachi only have recovered 35,980 unclaimed dead bodies. So this is everywhere. So they make politics out of whatever suits them.
लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल अहमद शरीफ चौधरी का जर्मन जरीदे को खुसूसी इंटरव्यू। कहा कि पाकिस्तान ने 40 साल लाखों अफगान महाजरीन की मेज़बानी की। उन्होंने कहा कि गैर कानूनी मुकीम अफगान बाशिंदों के दहशतगर्दी में मुलविस होने के ठोस सबूत मौजूद हैं। उनकी जानिब से कहा गया कि पाकिस्तान ने इंसानी बुनियादों पर अफगान महाजरीन के इनखला की डेडलाइन में मुतअद्दिद बार तौसी की है। उन्होंने इंटरव्यू के दौरान DG ISPR ने यह भी वाज़ेह कर दिया कि मुस्तनद शवाहिद मौजूद हैं कि गैर कानूनी अफगान बाशिंदे दहशतगर्दी और संगीन जराइम में मुलविस हैं। अफगान महाजरीन को पनाह की बुनियादी वजूहात गैर मुल्की मदाखलत और खाना जंगी थी और वह वजूहात अब मौजूद नहीं हैं। भारत में पुरतशद्दुद वाक़यात भारतीय हुकूमत की बढ़ती इंतहा पसंद पॉलिसियों का नतीजा है। उन्होंने कहा कि भारत अपने अंदरूनी मसाइल को बैरूनी जबकि बैरूनी मसाइल को अंदरूनी मसला बनाकर पेश करता है। भारत रियासती सरपरस्ती में पाकिस्तान में दहशतगर्दाना कार्रवाई में मुलविस है। सर्विस अफसरान के पाकिस्तान में दहशतगर्दाना कार्रवाइयों में मुलविस होने के मुस्तनद शवाहिद मंजर आम पर आ चुके हैं। उन्होंने इंटरव्यू में कहा कि पाकिस्तान भारतीय दहशतगर्दी के सबूत अक़वाम आलम के सामने मुतअद्दिद बार पेश कर चुका है। मसला कश्मीर के हल के लिए आलमी बरादरी को अपना किरदार अदा करना चाहिए। भारतीय रियासती इदारे बेशमूल आर्मी शिद्दत पसंद सियासी नजरियात के ज़ेरे असर हैं। शामिल करेंगे न्यूज़ अपडेट।
इस न्यूज अपडेट को आप तक पहुंचाने के लिए हमारे साथ ताउन किया है
राइट से राइट कर दिया,
राइट सब राइट कर देगा।
भारतीय फौज के अफसरान के खिलाफ दहशतगर्दी में मुलविस होने के सबूत मौजूद। पाकिस्तान में किसी भी जैश या मुसल्लह जत्थों की गुंजाइश नहीं। तर्जमान पाक फौज का जर्मन जरीदे को इंटरव्यू। पंजाब में सैलाब से जुड़े मुख्तलिफ हादसात में अब तक 123 अफराद जाँ बहक हो चुके। PDMA ने नुकसानात की रिपोर्ट जारी कर दी। बताया कि 47 लाख से जायद अफराद मुतासिर हुए। FIA एंटी ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग सर्कल की कोयटा में कार्रवाई। इंसानी स्मगलिंग में मुलविस एजेंट असदुल्ला को 14 अफगान शहरियों समेत गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया। और इदारा तहफ़्फ़ुज़ माहौलियात पंजाब ने स्कूल के बच्चों के लिए पहली माहौलियाती कहानियों की किताब लॉन्च कर दी। किताब में साफ हवा, पानी, दरख्त लगाने और आलूदगी के नुकसानात पर कहानियां शामिल हैं।
ऑर्डिनरी मंथली पैकेजेस चाहिए तो आप नेटवर्क पे ना उठते रहो। Rocks पे आओ and subscribe to awesome packages because it's more than a network. Download the Rocks app now.
Peak Frames Original Sandwich. Originals are forever.
खाला ने जो कपड़े भेजे हैं सारे बड़े हैं।
अच्छी बात है, तुम देखना कितनी जल्दी फिट आ जाएंगे। पहले साल में बच्चों का कद तकरीबन 1.5 गुना बढ़ता है, इसीलिए तो इसे सिरेलैक भी खिलाना है। नेस्ले सिरेलैक विद स्पेशल न्यूट्री ब्लेंड, जिसकी ग़िज़ाइयत से भरा ब्लेंड बच्चों की हड्डियों को बढ़ने में मदद करे। समझदार माँ
और दादी का इंतखाब नेस्ले सिरेलैक, नन्हे पेट की बड़ी ग़िज़ा।
Best of European technology and innovation. Designed for better hygiene. Pakistan's first built-in heater automatic washing machine with stain buster technology, which ensures cleaner, fresher clothes with every wash. Dolan's Prema line, designed for better.
नया सनसिल्क थिक एंड लॉन्ग, इसमें है योगर्ट प्रोटीन और केराटिन का सुपर मिक्स, जिससे बाल